Hey, 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 beautiful heart. What's vibin'? Welcome in. I am Dr. Danae. I'm a metaphysician, and here on my channel, I pull on energy, I read energy, I explain it back to you, what's going on, how to interpret it, how to read it, how to talk to your own body. I am the creator of Your Cells Are Listening. Um, Lots of education on this channel, along with some profound readings that come through. So let's jump in and see what's going on. Today, I'm pulling on the soulmate cycle. So it doesn't matter, if you are in some sort of situationship with a soulmate, doesn't matter what label of soulmate this may or may, this may be for you. Excuse me, this is a general reading. So not everything 100% may resonate. That's okay. There just may be bits and pieces. So get in where you fit in. Take it if it's yours. If it's not, then just keep it moving. No big deal. Since we are in Taurus season, I am pulling on Taurus energy for this soulmate cycle. So where is this soulmate cycle going? Where's it been? Where is it currently at? Where's it going within Taurus season? With that said, this side over here to my right is the divine feminine side. So since this is Taurus season, you could be, if you're the divine feminine, you could be a Taurus. You don't have to be, okay? My left side, divine masculine over here, okay? So in the middle, this is the energy of you guys together. Over to the sides, that's energy, your guys' energy separately. I will qualify each of these cards, and then we will also look at what is going on at the third dimensional level, the human consciousness level, the ego level, monkey mind, altered ego, what is playing out in the subconscious that is affecting each of you separately as well as in this connection. All right. I hope you are comfortable, got something to drink, your favorite snack. Let's check out this story. What is going on? So, what I'm seeing right off the bat, the divine feminine over here, you already have two major arcana cards. So the major arcanas are major life changes, transitions, shifts, where the suits and those other cards are more about the day-to-day, the story, what's going on. But you're starting out, this is the world card. It's also life or death in this deck. So for those of you who are actually watching, you can see when I move the card a certain way, a different image appears. So one image is the world, and the other one is this image. So I've got the world, and then I have life on earth. If I said life or death, that's not what I meant. Life on earth. And if you could see, there's a human body here, what looks like that, in the light color, and there's one in the dark color. This is representation of our light side and our dark side, our soul, our altered ego. There's many different ways to qualify it or speak about it. The masculine, the feminine. It's basically the balance between the two, the yin and the yang. Okay? So life on earth and the world. Then here we have the spirit plane and the chariot. So the spirit plane, the chariot. Spirit plane, chariot. And then we have the Nine of Trees, which is also the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Trees, Nine of Pentacles. Wait a minute. Yep. Nine of Pentacles. You know what, before I get into this side. So Divine Feminine, Taurus, you're going through a major I really want to say epiphany versus transformation. It's all of that and more. Divine Feminine, you have been on this road. You have been trudging along year after year for quite a while. You have really been taking a look at yourself and making changes. This does feel like you have been in almost like a stalemate energy. And I feel that since the beginning of 2024, things have been very intense and fast moving for you. But March and especially April, you have really committed, you're making decisions to really be intentional on your life, what you're choosing and what you're doing. You've really gotten in touch with yourself. You have been practicing self-love. Now, this is coming after a time where you have felt all of those feelings of abandonment, rejection, not being chosen. This feels like the world that you grew up in, meaning your experiences, haven't turned out the way that you expected them to or had hoped they would. Looking at the World card, there's a lot of mixed energy on it. I mean, I can see a snake, a tiger, a scorpion, a peacock. There's, all kinds of, there's a fish. There's a lot of energy on this World card. And what it's telling me is where you've come from. You have been misunderstood pretty much your whole life. I feel like people look to you for advice, your thoughts, your opinions, but at the same time, it's as if they know that you're solid. They know that you're intelligent, you're smart, level-headed. You do represent the world, meaning you're a very grounded energy, a grounded sign. You connect very well to the material world, but you're also very nurturing, very grounded. Growing up, it feels like you experienced people, you or your energy, what have you, triggered or upset people around you. And there was this push and pull of, I feel like adults in your life when you were younger, whatever they were going through, they would share it with you, kind of want your advice on it. But at the same time, with this snake underneath here, whatever was said or what have you, you felt depleted. You felt ridiculed. And this isn't just like a one-time situation. This kept happening. This started in family and then it repeated in friends, at work. It was like this cycle all this time of like you had to learn how to balance be seen and not heard, be seen. It's almost as if whenever you would speak, somebody was looking to either find fault in what you're saying, find a mistake, point blame, turning things around onto you. It's a really interesting energy. It makes me feel as if you learned how to adapt to the people around you so that you could feel peace within. In other words, if you please the people around you and being whatever they needed or wanted at the time, not really allowing yourself to be who you fully are at the core, not allowing the depth and the beauty of you to come forth, because the people in your life couldn't see it. It was like they saw it, but they refused it. It's like they didn't want to see it. It triggered them. So you could have, like I said, grown up feeling like the black sheep of the family, feeling left out. You're the one that does everything for, sorry. I've got one of my bearded dragons on me. Anyhow. I feel like there was a lot of situations of smoke and mirrors. And you're not gullible. You just really see the potential in people. You believe in people. And you have this generous heart that you don't want people to suffer like you did or go through what you've done, what you have. You're very giving and very loving and you're very magnetic. But I feel like for the most of your life, you didn't see that about you. And that's how you were for other people, but you were always kind of left out in the cold. When it came to you, it was almost like you were forgotten. You're the one who would do things for other people. You're the one who, would make sure nobody's forgotten. Birthdays, you made people feel special, but when it came to you, your wants or your needs were kind of a bother to other people, or you were forgotten. For a few of you, somebody significant might have forgotten your birthday, and that really set this false belief up about yourself. And I feel like that's what you have been working through. I mean, you've been working through a lot, but what has really cleared out for you through April is that root energy, that you're not enough. Because here, you're embracing yourself. You're coming back to you. And you've always enjoyed time alone, but this phase in your life, March and April, really solidified this, that you love your energy, you love your company. And it has taken you a lot to get here to where you really love you. You don't need anybody else to come in and validate you. You're good. You're good all on your own. And you've changed the game. You're not in that needy, energy of what can I do for somebody so I feel valued. I mean, it's a total shift, and then here with the Chariot and the Spirit plane, I mean, you are really moving quickly into your future. You really know that spirituality is very important for you. Consciousness, learning about consciousness, learning about who you really are. This almost feels like you're making a game out of looking at all of your beliefs. You've taken inventory, you reflected on the past, the decisions, and all of those things that led you through these experiences up till now. And you're not bitter, you're not angry. This is another thing setting you apart. The people who are still holding hatred, anger, frustration, and bitterness, they're not gonna resonate with you at all because you're no longer there. You're coming from a place of love. You're really connecting the spiritual dots of who you are, what the truths are. You're leaving the matrix mind behind. You really understand universal laws, the law of attraction, for as an example. So yeah, you are now moving forward. And where are you going? You are driving head first into the Nine of Pentacles, which is also the Nine of Trees. But the Nine of Pentacles, Nine of Trees, this is about living a very fulfilled, purposeful, intentional life. This is my card of intention. You planted the seeds. So you planted seeds a long time ago. You had a lot of patience and you worked through a lot. And you never forgot about the seeds you planted. You kept watering them, talking to them, pouring love to them so they would grow. Now they're growing. Now you're coming into a time. I mean, this is a beautiful castle-like place. Your heart's desires, your wishes, your dreams are coming true. You are about to walk into that. Have your expectations. Here's the thing, guys, hear me well. Because I teach you how not to have expectations of others in a self-sabotaging way. What I mean is we will sit there and say, I'm going to do this or ask this person this. And then we have this subconscious or unspoken expectation that other person should react this way or this is what they should do, blah, blah. And then when they don't, we go sideways. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about regarding expectation. You have planted the seeds. You've watered the seeds. You've sent the love, the light. You should be expecting a harvest. Every day, you should get up and say, I expect blah, 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 blah. Whatever your blah, blah, blah is, whether it's health, money, love, career, doesn't matter. But whatever seeds you've planted, whatever your expectations are, let them be yours. Don't go around asking your best friend, your spouse, your neighbor, Sally Sue, Joe the grocer, what should I expect? What, blah, blah, blah. No, you've had enough experiences in life, spiritual ass kickings to know what you don't want. That's a start. You could start from, okay, I've had those experiences, don't want to do that again. So, what do I want to experience in my tomorrows? I want to experience what it's like to be in a healthy body, a healed body. I want the experience of what's it like to not live paycheck to paycheck or worry about money. I want the experience of, whatever. Then you turn that around, turn that on every morning and every night before you go to bed and say, I expect, so if you're waking up in the morning, I expect today that my body is healthier than it has ever have been. Today, I am expecting my bank account to grow before you go to bed. I expect tomorrow to wake up looking 10 years younger, whatever. Okay. Those are just examples. But when you do that, and here's the key: consistency, consistency, consistency. Guys, if you're new to learning universal laws, realize that they're not magic wands. They're not, as soon as you say it, abracadabra, everything happens just the way you want it. No, there's levels, there's mastery to this. There are so many different principles, and I call them recipes, that go along with that. So there's always more understanding to gain when it comes to the universal laws and learning how to be in alignment with, number one, knowing what they are, two, how they work, three, getting in alignment with them, and then four, having them become real or act out in your life on a daily basis. That takes consistency and momentum. Oops, sorry about that. Consistency and momentum. And you're not going to get consistency and momentum if you just do it today and maybe tomorrow. And then, I don't know, you wake up Monday and you stub your toe as soon as you get out of bed, and then you slip in the bathroom, hit your head on the counter, whatever. Point is, you forget to set your expectations. Next thing you know, the next day you forget. That's not consistency. Consistency is no matter what, and it doesn't have to be just in the AM or in the PM. You could take, 2-3 minutes out of your day and set an expectation. All right. So that's where the divine feminine is. Major, major life changes. I really feel that your focus is on you right now. Your focus is not on a relationship. Yes, that's part of something that you want. In fact, you are really at this point where you're so clear on what you don't want in a relationship, in a job, in your life, even with friends, that you are much clearer than you ever have been on what you do want. How do you want to feel in a relationship? How do you want to feel in a friendship? How do you want to feel at a job? Things like that. And that's your focus. It's very you right now, you with you. And that's how it should be at this time, because you are getting to know you all over again, because you've been living a persona that was an adaptation to fit in and to feel accepted and validated. You no longer resonate with that person. So when you try to do that, you try to have conversations with the old people or whatever, you feel off, things go weird, all of that. It's because there's just not an alignment anymore. Okay. Let's get over here and let's look at the divine masculine. What's going on with them? They've got the Three of Chalices, which is also the Three of Lotuses. We've got, I love this card in this deck. So we've got the Hierophant. Oops. The Hierophant and the Phoenix. Hierophant, The Phoenix. Why do I love this? Because the Hierophant, that's a Taurus card. That card represents Taurus. What is Taurus's opposing sign or sister sign? And when I say opposing, what I'm referring to is on the zodiac wheel, Taurus, the sign across from it that opposes it, its opposite, which is also its sister sign, is Scorpio. Scorpio is represented by the Phoenix. So I like this dualistic nature here. Six of Embers, which is also, it's the Six of Wands. So now for this divine masculine, the energy that I get from here, where have they come from? I feel like they are coming out of a time learning that they don't need outside validation. That was something that was very big for them in their life. And I feel like this validation, they needed it from the feminine energy. The problem has been they have been aligning to the feminine energy. Notice I didn't say divine feminine. I said the feminine energy that was the same vibration or frequency as their traumas. So think of it this way. Whatever they didn't get growing up. This is a masculine who grew up with a distorted view of the feminine. And it's a subconscious one. It's not like they were aware of this. But they tended to gravitate towards more lower vibrational feminines, more toxicity. The feminine energy that really needed they needed to be in control, no matter, who got hurt, type of thing. I feel that this masculine was raised, it's a very interesting relationship with their mom. There's a deep love that he has for his mom, but at the same time, there's a big void and a lot of questions. I feel that this masculine growing up had to take on more of a whether it's a fatherly role, husband role, in other words, they were leaned upon or had expectations put on them to do and act in ways that were more mature than where they were at their current age. I hope that makes sense. And again, I'm not saying this was twisted or anything like that. I'm just trying to describe the energy of where this divine masculine's insecurities stem from. And it comes from this home life, whatever that home life was, whatever that motherly figure was. It may not be their mom. It may be a sister. It may be an auntie. It may be a grandmother. It could be the mom. What I'm just saying is this feminine that had this influence on this masculine, they weren't whole or healed within their own energy. They were doing the best they could, but something happened and they were brokenhearted or broken. I mean, they might have lost a spouse, they might have gone through a divorce. Again, this is a general reading, but this masculine learned the matrix love, the 3D love. And it's similar to what I was describing about the divine feminine over here. There was these expectations, or you kind of had to adapt to take care of the adults around you. Especially if you're Gen X. This really feels like a lot of Gen X energy. And what I mean by that is these two people grew up not so much neglected, but they had to be like the adults. I mean, this divine feminine over here, her cooking at 4 or 5 years old, doing dishes, whatever, being on her own, that was the norm. It wasn't really out of neglect or abuse. It was just the norm for that time. That's what it feels like over here too. This masculine, 4 and 5 year olds, at least in America, really don't tend to do the cooking or the cleaning, right? So this divine masculine as well had to really grow up fast, have some responsibilities, had to adapt. I feel like there was emotional manipulation. I feel it on both sides. All right, so let's just leave it at that. But with the Three of Lotuses, again, the beginnings, lotuses grow out of dark, mucky water. It's one of those things where some people might sit there and say, well, gosh, you need to plant a seed in good soil, not murky water, blah, blah, blah. But even out of the murky water, what may look like shouldn't have life or grow can actually grow through that and become something beautiful. Okay. That's that energy that this masculine is really opening up to their divine beauty, their divine essence, and all of the stories that they have told themselves of why they're not worthy or good enough, this, that, or the other. They're coming face to face with that. Here with the Hierophant and the Phoenix. The Hierophant can definitely be referring to this Taurus energy over here. Divine Feminine, you have sparked something within this Divine Masculine that they didn't even know existed before you two ran into each other. It feels like when you two met, it was like a collision. And I'm not saying that in a negative way, but it was as if fireworks went off, lightning and thunder, hit. It was jarring for both of you, and jarring, again, doesn't have to be negative. But it was very quick. It was very intense. It made both of you look at your own stuff and yourself. I feel that, with this Phoenix, you have been very instrumental in helping this masculine break free. Go within, look at the fears, look at all the stories, and really go, but yeah, is that really who you are? Do you really align with that? If not, then let it go. And that's what they're doing with the Six of Wands and the Six of Embers. They are literally setting fire to their old ways, their old belief system. They are wanting to go in a new direction. And, you know, this person's not on a motorboat, you know, they're not on a yacht, they're not on a jet ski. They're in a canoe. Canoes don't go that fast, you know, and there's no motor on this canoe. This person has to put in the effort to go forward. They're still in the process of this change, this metamorphosis, coming into alignment with who they really are. There is a lot of passion, a lot of excitement. I feel like this masculine wants more of your time, more of your energy, but they're not saying it and they're not acting that way. And here's the thing. They're not saying a lot. I feel like this divine masculine has a lot that they need to say to you, but they haven't said it for whatever reason. But I do feel like they're looking over here at you, and divine feminine, you've pulled your energy back. You're focused on you and your world and whatever you've got going on and who you want to become and what experiences you want. They're kind of feeling like, hey, what about me? What about me? But you instinctively know you are not to chase this person. You are not to keep reaching out, asking them how they're doing. Are they okay? Are they reaching out? Are they, you know, you're in this energy, divine feminine, you're done with one-sided relationships. I feel this has been, in the beginning, it wasn't really one-sided. I do feel you put more energy in because of when you met this masculine, where they were at. I feel like they were at this place in life where their whole world was ripped out from underneath them. Okay. Just like you were, but I think it happened to you before and you had already processed through this stuff. So you were able to see what this masculine, where he was at, where he was going, you know, what he's come through and where he's going because you've already been there. All right. And look, yeah. And see, the Hierophant, that represents, you know, higher consciousness, a teacher, a guide. The Phoenix is representation of, you know, something coming up from the ashes. So something had to die for the Phoenix to be reborn type of energy. And here for the masculine, we have the Death card, which is the Wicked Witch of the East. Now, this card is all about transformation. Like I said, this masculine is consumed and overwhelmed with their transformation and where they're going right now, just like you are. But I do feel that the masculine, the less contact you guys have or interactions that you have, the masculine is really starting to see and feel how important you are in their life. Change is coming. They are in this process of change. They are in the process, like they are in this energy of they don't like who they were. They really want to face their fears and move forward. And you, divine feminine, you're in this Seven of Wands energy. A bit defensive. This is Alice's defenses. It's real interesting because I do feel that energy there with you. There's this maybe I could call it an edge, but it's, you have like a short fuse, not like you're going to lose your temper short fuse, but you're no longer putting up with BS. You're no longer allowing people to trigger you and allowing yourself to sit there and get taken down by that. Um, you're not waiting around. You're not taking people at their word. You are so tired of people saying things but not following through. I'm hearing that song. It's by artist Peachka, and it's saying pretty words. And go look it up on Spotify. I love the song, but basically the essence of it is somebody's always saying pretty words. The words are great, always saying, what she wants to hear, but there's no action, no follow-up. So they're just pretty empty words. That's what you're done with. You're not afraid to walk away from anybody, anything, or any place that isn't giving you equal reciprocity. You're just not. And this masculine feels it. This masculine, see, feminine, I feel like you've worked through your fears. It's almost like now you're just like, all right, let me just get through this. Let me get through this. But this masculine is still, I feel like with all this, I mean, yeah, we're starting out with, water energy, but then we have the fire. And I don't feel right now that this fire is about passion. They have passion for you, but what I'm picking up on is they're dealing with a lot of anger, a lot of hatred, a lot of resentment. See, you've already worked through that. You don't have time for that. Divine Feminine, you know something about universal law. You know that hatred, resentment, and all of that is such an ugly vibration, and that it will hold you back from your blessings, that you're not willing to go there. The masculine is learning the lessons that the more hatred you have, the more unforgiveness, the more disdain, dislike, you are going to attract that right back to you. Divine Feminine, you're being protected and guarded from that. You are in your bubble, in your world, focused on you, while this masculine deals with himself. Okay? I feel like, yes, you're coming through with this confidence. You're tapping into soul. You're really seeing through the BS and the matrix. Yes, you have your defenses up. I'm just going to say you have your boundaries up. And they're healthy boundaries, and you're not letting anybody, even yourself, cross those. And that's a good thing. The masculine, again, celebration. Here's, this card is also the Three of Cups, the same as this card. I have to say it again. I really feel that this divine masculine is still in this energy of distraction, trying to distract themselves from the emotions underneath. I also feel like they're coming across as all is fine, all is good, life is great, what have you. Tell me more, but I don't feel that that's the real story. Yeah, and you are coming in as the King of Coins, King of Pentacles, your own energy in power. You are connected. All right, Spirit, tell me more about this distraction, celebration energy. I just don't feel this is true celebration. it almost feels like this divine masculine is saying, you know, they have contact with you. They energetically get what they need from you, whether, you know, you give them affirmations, you validate them, you know, talk them out of a place, whatever. They feel better, and then they go on to do things surface level without actually going back, thinking about deeply whatever you said or did, so that they can work through the issues. It feels like they get surface level through it, and then they go through these distractions. Number 13, safety, Queen of Cups. Yeah, more water energy. I mean, it can be that the divine masculine is a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You know, or has it in one of its big three places. Doesn't have to be, though. You could be dealing with any sign, but there's just a lot of emotions. It feels like raw emotions. It feels like there's raw emotions, that there's hidden emotions, there's turbulent emotions. It's, yeah. Can't make this up. Chaos. Yeah, it's a very chaotic emotional energy, but you know, yeah, 5 of Wands, more fire. Oops. See, and that again fell out on, well, I was pulling on that 3 of Cups energy. This masculine feels safe in your energy. And what was I saying? How they'll reach out to you, get that energetic fix. They feel safe, loved, contented, whatever, and then they go back. But before they realize it, you know, the chaos, the chaotic emotions are coming back around again. All right. Hierophant and the Phoenix. Tell me about that. What do I need to see about that? Balance. Oh my God, 2 of Coins, balance. And what did I say about this energy? Yeah, they are really trying to learn balance. I do feel they're trying to balance their heart and their head. Absolutely. I feel that the masculine, I feel the masculine is aware that he has been coming from a place of not trusting his heart, trusting his head. I feel like he has reached that point of realizing, I can't do that. I get in trouble that way. Things don't work out for me when I do that. This masculine realizes needs to follow his heart and not listen to his head. There's a battle going on with that. Again, he's working his way up there. All right. 6 of Wands, and we've got 13, change, Death card. We've got the Death card twice and the Phoenix. Hello. Major change. And look at the image on this card. This is how the masculine is feeling internally. There is this fire burning and coming up. It's like they can't control it at this point. Whatever they have tried not to look at and change and push down, it's coming up like a volcano. They can't stop it. The mask that they've been wearing and wanting to stay behind, that anger, that hatred. Well, this person did this, so this is why I'm that way. All of that, that's what they are being asked to remove. They cannot step into this new energy, and they cannot connect with you in this new energy until they do that. And I don't feel that they're actually resisting doing that. Okay? I just feel like there's a little bit of, I should say, before March and April hit, they were in resistance. I feel like they got their ass handed to them in April, which is forcing this change. However that is, business business may not be going very well. They may be losing friends and different relationships and things like that. But they are going through this change. They're going through it slowly, but they're going through it. One other thing, I feel like between these two energies, even with the bridging energy right here, these two feel very distant from each other. It could be a physical distance. It could also be an emotional distance. So in other words, some of you may actually live in the same house with this person, but there's just this huge emotional divide. You guys are just kind of living your own life, doing your own thing. Or there could be physical distance. But however it goes for you, I feel this distance, okay? All right. So life on earth, the world, now we have 7 dreams, 7 of cups. Yeah. You really are in this energy of, I got this. Whatever choice I make, it is going to work out for my highest good. I do feel that you have moved into this energy of allowing. I do feel that there is a dream you once dreamed, and kind of going back to what I had mentioned on this 9 of Pentacles card and 9 of Trees, planting the seed, of your heart, your desires, your dreams. I feel like you have been going through a period of time where a lot of past things, childhood memories have been coming up for you. There was a dream or 2 or 3 that has not been fulfilled. This is something that goes way back. It could be a childhood dream. But I feel you've been getting the signs to pursue it or call it in. Call in that expectation. You are in this time where your dreams can come true. So dream your dream. Don't confuse the universe and dream the dream this way today, and then tomorrow get in some doubt and go, well, no, I don't need that. I'll settle for this. Don't confuse the universe. And if that's what you've been doing, stop it, stop it, stop it. Get clear. Hold steady. Have the faith. Trust the process until that dream comes to fruition. Once it comes to fruition, that means in your daily experience, then you're free to dream another dream. That doesn't mean you can only dream one dream at a time. I'm not saying that. You can have a list. You can have 10, 20. I don't care. It doesn't matter. But whatever is on that list, whatever you're trying to manifest using universal laws, you got to stay consistent. Okay? The universe immediately goes into action trying to fulfill what you want because you are the creator being. It's us that gets in our own way out of our own ignorance of universal law and how energy and frequency works. That's what you've been working through. Look, the Chariot. Remember, this was the Chariot in the spirit plane. This one is 9, success, 9 of coins. Hello. This is also the 9 of coins. Yeah. 6. Hold on. Sorry. Come here, buddy. Little bit is up here on my neck, coming up to my hair, and he loves to snack on my hair. He always has since he was a little guy. Here he is. He's getting bigger. He's my little chunker munker. He is doing amazing for those of you who have been following his story. He's doing really well. His personality is coming through. He's going through another shed right now. He's putting on weight. I'm remodeling my office, and I moved his penthouse. So he has a built-in unit, in a built-in unit. He's spoiled just a little bit. But anyways, that just happened over the last couple of days, and he's not one to really like change. So he's been mad mugging me, but he's so adorable. Anyways, all right, back to you. Taurus, I do feel like Divine Feminine, I feel like this week is going to be a lot of distractions, a lot of things and people pulling on your energy, wanting your attention, wanting to run things by you. I also feel that there are going to be people trying to get you caught up in their drama. Okay? Keep your focus on you. Success is inevitable. It is on its way to you, okay? Remember, trust the process. So I'm picking up on those of you who have doubt, fear, questions. So watch your words. Watch your words. Words are created by spelling out letters and then sounding it out. Spelling, words, creation. Watch your words. If your words are not supportive of you, your dreams, your goals, your seeds you're planting, you're sowing mixed energy, okay? So make sure you're being very loving, positive, and accepting of your own thoughts, your own feelings, as well as what you're trying to manifest. And then number 6, support, 6 of coins. Yeah. This goes back to that unequal energy. Again, this is talking about what's coming in for you, what you have wanted since you were a child. You have wanted somebody or the people that you care about to show up for you the way that you've shown up for them. This is what this card is talking about. This is a desire that you have had. And it's a desire that is very warranted. And that is what is going to be coming through for you. You are going to be meeting new people, getting people who are in alignment with you, people who are coming in who want to support you, who want to love on you. And not in just one area of your life, okay? All right, Spirit. Give me 3 cards for what to expect in this connection this week. Love, praise, and gratitude, glory, and grace. 7 of Cups. I believe we had that. Oh, yeah. I had it up here. Love, praise, and gratitude, glory, and grace. My goodness. Didn't even realize there was one underneath. The Magician in reverse, 7 of Cups, 10 of Wands, and 8 of Coins. I do feel like there is going to be some sort of communication. And in this communication, you are going to realize or hear in what they don't say. In what they do say, you're going to see the big picture. You're going to see their struggle. They're trying to come into that balance, but they're fighting through the chaos. They know they want to be the phoenix. They want out of that devil energy. They want out of the distractions. They really do want to work together with you. You're going to be able to see, because Taurus, I do feel you have, you've detached a bit. You're really putting your focus on you and what you want to do or what you want to experience. You're not, this just feels like you're focused on your goals. They on the other hand, they're going through a time. I feel like May is going to be a bit bumpy for them. It's going to be pretty chaotic for them. What they have been trying to ignore and run away from and bury, they're not going to be able to. So this person may tell you or explain to you, say something like, things haven't been going so well, or, the contract fell through. I don't have, work is drying up, whatever. It feels like they're still, again, they're battling here. They're still trying to move ahead at times. This isn't all the time. This is what they're realizing because they're learning the contrast in energy. They learn that they start to move forward, and then all of a sudden that anger, that hatred, whatever it is, starts to bubble up. Things start to go sideways. Things aren't working out the way they had hoped in different areas of their life. They are about to put together that how they feel internally and what they're saying is having effect in their day-to-day life. They are about to have that revelation. Each time they connect with your energy, because your energy is very different, it's very soothing, it's very calming, it's very supportive, it's very juicy, it's a beautiful energy to be in, and this person feels safe, secure, loved, all of that. But they feel that, they like it, but at the same time, they don't feel totally worthy of it. It scares them. They're learning to trust. Okay? All right. I'm going to leave it here. I hope that helped. Hope you got something out of it. As always, I am sending you oceans and oceans of love from my heart to yours. Alakai, Alakai, Alakai. Bye for now.